The quest for medals for Team Nigeria, the Commonwealth Games, is actually starting on a good note as right now. Team Nigeria, talking about table tennis, have been able to win most of their games. Aruna Quadri doing well in his game. Don't forget the Esther Oribamishe and also the doubles, talking about the men and the women single. Nigeria actually started on a very good note. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. We'll be looking at that particular story before we run through all the other stories trending in the world of sport. Joining me to talk sport is Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
Good evening, Adeni. It's a pleasure to be back.
Good one. Like I said earlier, Team Nigeria, even though we are edging closer to, let's say, medal hopeful. Well, for table tennis now, all our games so far, we've done so well in this competition. Yeah,
I'm not surprised with the win that we have so far. But it's not yet time for us to celebrate.
Not yet Uhuru.
It's not Uhuru yet. It's not time for us to celebrate yet. And there's no point in a child having a good handwriting but failing an exam. We don't normally count effort. It's the result that matters a lot. Like I said during our morning show, the camp is already motivated because when you have the likes of Toby Amonson, who is a world record holder, in your midst, and you have Aruna Quadri with his own experience also. So the team, they have a lot of experience athletes in their midst. Definitely, they will definitely do very well. But like I said, we shouldn't think that because we started winning, that will be the end. We still have about 3 or 4 more days to go before we start seeing the medals trooping in. But it's good to start well, because in athletes, I don't know, maybe when you are in school, you participate in maybe 100 or 200 meters.
Of course, you should do that. I look like a runner, 100 meters.
You may look like a runner, but you are not a runner. Probably you are one of those people who are normally supported by clapping hands.
By clapping at the back, oh my goodness.
Okay,
I actually did some sport anyway. I did some athletics, 100 meters, 200 meters, and also some football.
Wow. That's good. Well, probably that's why you are good in what you do.
Thank you very much.
So why am I saying that? If you have done 200 or 400 meters before, in those days, you start with energy. But by the time you get to like 50 or 70 meters to the end to go, you see that you are dropping the energy. So you have to reserve your energy for the last. I hope that is not our case. I hope the case is like 100 meters. But you have to start with strength and you end it with strength. So let's see what happens, but I'm very hopeful that we're going to surpass our performance,
our best record
of 1994. Then also, especially the table tennis, the last time we won it was in 2010. Aruna was very close to winning it in 2018, the Commonwealth game at Australia. But this time around, I'm sure it will be determined. And if you look at his age, Aruna Quadri is in his mid-40s, so probably this would be his last Commonwealth game. So he wants to end it on a good note, at least by winning medal, so that he can tell Segun Toriola that won it in 2006 that, oh, actually, me too, I won it at the Commonwealth. So I see that happening.
It is very possible that Team Nigeria will be getting on the podium soon, because by August 2nd, we'll be expecting them to be there. Hopefully, they will do well. Well, for table tennis, on a good note, it started, and we hope for more as they continue to look for the quest to win more medals for Nigeria. Now, we quickly talk about Nigerian volleyball, where NVBF, Nigerian Volleyball Federation, invites 17 players for National Under-21 men's camp as they prepare to at least prosecute the game that will be coming up later in Morocco. Well, from the way it is, the 17 players, let's look at the list of those players quickly, as we have Abdul Quadri Jayola, who plays for of our volleyball club, Dikurulai Oyedepo of our volleyball club, Emmanuel Oko, Chief of Naval Staff Spikers, Paul Ogulumba, that's for Sunshine Spikers, Timothy, that should be brother Leofia there, Ogulumba to Sunshine Spikers, Peter Matthias, and also Paul Matthias, both of Kada Kings, right now being given the opportunity, Michael Abari, Kano Pillars, Jerry Kinsey, who played for Nigerian Customs Service, Lucky Pamela of Kano Pillars, Jerry Alex, Kada Kings, Michael Diggle of Kano Pillars, you have Vincent Matthias, Pascal Ozokwe, who played for Nigeria Civil Defense, and Chief of Admin Staff Spikers, Abdul Jalil Abdullah, Nasarawa, Don Solomon, Niger Brass, and you have Endurance Afagame, who plays for Plateau Rocks. Those are the players invited for the Under-21 competition that will be coming up. But I love the fact that at least they want to quickly get them to camp. This competition will be coming up by August 25 to September, and it's better they start now.
That's a good one. And then if you look at the combination of the invited players, you cut across
different states,
different teams. That is how we can get it right. Then also you are giving them enough time, but they are coming from different clubs. So the tactics that they are using in their different clubs differs, but you have to bring them together to see how to work together as a team, to know those that knows how to block, those that know how to serve, and those that know how to deal with the opponents, to have that before the competition starts in mid-August. Towards the end of August. So this is a very good one. I hope by the time they do very well, or irrespective of what happened, we'll still allow this same team to progress to the next phase. We are fond of this mentality in this country, that for every competition that we participate, we must, I use the adjective must, win a medal. No, it's not about that. If you see a prospect in a team, work on them and make sure that they continue from where they stopped. So that's the issue. And I'm very happy about one thing, that there's no competition that will be going on in Africa or in the world that we do not have a representative from the country representing us. And these people, take it or you leave it, you can play in the domestic league like they are doing currently now, because they are playing in the domestic league also of the volleyball. If they can do that, that means they can weather any other storm. So it's a very, very good one. Let them camp on time, teamwork, team building. Then by August, let's see what will happen.
By August, let's see what happens. Right now, as we talk about volleyball, just yesterday we also talked about Nigeria presenting the under-19 boys competition. Well, it seems right now in all sports we have enough human resources, very good enough to prosecute any competition thereabout we're talking about. Now, quickly, let's talk about handball. This time around, the national under-12, under-15 handball championship to hold in Sokoto. Sokoto State government have really done well by sponsoring this event. This is the third year in a row, and they will be sponsoring this also. Well, good one. They are under 12, under 15, different teams across Nigeria, and be having them being pruned from just a very young age. They can come and showcase their talent at this under 12, under 15, both for boys and girls.
This is a very good development, and it's also good to see a state like Sokoto holding it. So that, hosting it. So that shows that it's not only a particular state or a region that is known when it's come to sport. We saw what Binikebi did also when they hosted the big soccer also. So that shows that the diversity. That shows that, like you rightly said, we have the human resources, we have the raw materials, but we don't have the raw manager to manage them, to make sure that we get the end product. I'm sure we're going to get it right. So a very good one for Sokoto State to be doing this. And I also hope they will put into consideration the issue of security for these players that will be there during the competition. So it's a very good one to see.
A good one to see Nigeria going, at least gathering together when it comes to handball, as under 12, under 15 will be coming up, the national championship that Sokoto State government have been sponsoring. I love the fact that we have a lot of talent that will be discovered here. Don't forget that Sokoto is this seat of Rima strikers. They are one of the best when it comes to handball in Nigeria. And now Sokoto will be agog with a lot of handballers from under 12 to under 15, showcasing their talents there. While we talk handball, let's quickly delve into athletics as we look at what athletics under 20 championship. 1,500 athletes set to compete for laurels, where it happened in Kenya. Now is moving to Cali in Colombia. Cali 2022. 1,500 athletes set to compete for laurels there. Although the Commonwealth game is ongoing and really is the biggest one, but we just have to look at the under 20 championship, where a lot of Nigerians did so well at the event in Kenya. This time around is another opportunity for them to also showcase that yes, we got what it takes to compete at the biggest level.
There's no doubt about it. There's no how we can miss the word that we don't have what it takes to go out there and compete with the best in the world. Now we have a game going on currently, and that's the Commonwealth game. We have almost over 100 contingents from Nigeria representing us there. Then this one also, we have another set
going to Colombia.
Also. So that shows that we have these resources in this country. how to just manage them, how to make sure that, okay, after this competition, what next for them? Are we going to abandon them? They represented us in Kenya, they did very well. Between that period and now that they are going again, what have we done as a country to work on their deficiency? Because definitely you can't tell me that they are 100% perfect when they went for the competition in Kenya. In fact, if we add gold medal, we have some other people that will be looking towards to defeat us.
Yeah, of course.
So that's why it is difficult to maintain success than failure. Toby Amuson currently now, a lot of people will be prepared
to actually vie
against her. So what did we do when they had the competition in Kenya and now that they are going to Colombia to represent the country? Sincerely, we have what it takes, but I just hope we're going to have this national game event that we used to have before in the country.
Yeah, National Youth Games, National Sports Festival. We have two coming up.
So we need to do a lot when it comes to it. And all the talent that we're going to get from there, I only heard of scholarship being given to our athletes going outside this country. I've never heard of one given to them in this country and they will remain in the country. So that is the truth. That is why you see the likes of those people coming from outside the country doing better than those we have in the country. Look at the Delta State Asaba. They have a very good facility.
And that's where the National Sports Festival will be coming up.
So they have the facility there. So what stops us from having it in all the geopolitical zones? So that after this competition, we won't just do it because some people, they want to cash out. They want to make money out of it. And after that, they turn it to every year event, project. We shouldn't see it as a money project. We should see it as human development project. That anytime, any day, that the headache we should be having in this country is anytime we are going for a competition, we should, if we need 10 people to represent us, we should have a pool of 50.
At least so that we can get the best out of the 50.
Get the best out of the 50. And anybody that we selected that will be representing us, others will sit back and say, wow, it's better than me. So there's no issue about that. That is the data bank that we're supposed to have in this country when it comes to sports. Do we have the resources? Yes. But do we have people that can manage it? Yes. But are they the one doing it? No. So that's the issue.
Now, looking at what you just said, if you delve into football now, look at our football. We have a lot of people who really have the love of Nigeria at heart to see how they can benefit Nigeria when it comes to managerial skills and to develop our football from grassroots to that professional level. But they are not being given the chance. I know how many times Sheikh Gondegbami has actually come out to, I want to, or even contested, but you will see that either he gets 1 vote or 2 or 3 or thereabout, and you feel as if, does it mean that nobody actually likes it's really very well, as much as it looks or sounds funny, but it's worrisome because you look at other nations where they have good things running. That's why you see them doing so well. And if you look at the talent that we possess in Nigeria, if we manage them well, we'll be dragging shoulder with the likes of Brazil, who actually know that we have the talent.
Sure.
The Brazilians of this world, the European countries of this world know that a lot of talent. How come the scouts are always coming to Nigeria to look for players? As we speak, most of them are in Nigeria quietly looking for boys that they can easily push to Europe.
By tomorrow, go to the National Stadium. You know, AC Roman, they have their youth club here in Abuja. That people are paying almost $3,000 to enroll their kids. And they take them for trial outside the country. I know people that have gone twice.
And they were not picked.
And they were not picked. So that shows that we have it in this country. It's like we don't value ourselves. Our case, I don't want it to be like the case of a cow. You know, when a cow has a tail, you wouldn't know the value of that tail.
Until the tail is cut.
They cut that tail and flies is disturbing you. I didn't have what it takes
to pursue those flies.
So that is our situation. Then the issue of the football, seriously, it is seriously worrisome. I don't even want to be talking about this again. Because it saddened my heart to see the way our football is nosediving, is degenerating. That is the truth. If they don't change the process of electing the NFF, let Uncle Shege contest 1 million times.
He won't win.
He will not win. Because everything is centralized in the hands of the state FA, whom they are more like a cabal. If you are not one of them, you cannot
You can't
do it.
beat them.
So let's have a situation. The federal government gave a directive that they should look into the people, the electorate that will be voting during the NFF election. So what do they mean? Make sure that you have other associations to form part of the electorate. Up to now, nothing has been done. If that happens, definitely they too they know that it will be difficult for them to have that monopoly to be bringing people that cannot do it. September, in 2 months' time, that is when the tenure of NFF led Amaju Pinnick
Will be expiring.
and nothing. They've not started selling funds. No electoral committee.
No annual general assembly
annual general
before
assembly.
the elective congress.
Nothing, as in nothing. And by their own constitution, at least 6 months before their tenure ends, they're supposed to set up this electoral committee to start selling form. It's after you end sales of form that you start doing screening. That has not been done. I hope you're not going to another totem agenda with that election. But that's how it looks right now. So it is very, very, very worrisome. We are talking about Senegal. Look at what they've done. Because they have people that have done it before that are managing their football. Let's look at Cameroon. Now, if I ask you now statistically, how many African players plays in Nigerian Professional Football League? How many? Probably is 0.000. I don't think we have up to 6 or 5 of them playing in our league. But go outside, go to Benin Republic, go to Togo. You see a lot of Nigerians going there to do trial. So that is how bad we are. Before, during the lives of Enyimba and Co., all of them used to come to this country to play their own international football. But that's not the case again. That shows that we really need to go back to the grassroots. But sincerely, you cannot give what you don't have. These people that we have, they don't have it. So no matter what we do, they're still not going to get it again.
Hopefully, just we can get it right when it comes to football development in Nigeria, and also the administration. A lot of issues here and there. We've been talking about Team Nigeria that will be going to the World Athletics Under 20, and later we delve into football. We just can't get it away from the beautiful bride. It's always there. We just have to get things right concerning our own sport. It's always business as we advocate every time. Now, before we go quickly, let's run through some transfer stories starting from the home scene. Let's talk about Kwara United. Kwara United ready to move for Shooting Stars Moses Omoduemuke. Omoduemuke did well for Shooting Stars last season, and now it's being pursued by Kwara United. And as we speak, by August 1st, the league transfer will be opening, and we'll be having a lot of players moving around. We've been talking about foreign league. Now let's talk about our own Kwara United. They are ready to move for the young lad, a very good striker who has done well for Shooting Stars of Ibadan, as they call it, off-shooting. So he wants to move to
off-shooting, off Kwara.
And then we look at another Nigerian. This time around, a lady, Peace Ephra, set to depart Kayat Gat of Israel. She has been with them, and now she'll be moving. The news came up, and right now the lady who did well at the WAFCON will be moving away from Kayat Gat of Israel. She was a former player of Edo Queens, Rivers Angels, and now she will be moving. And we wish her all the best. And lastly, Atalanta are set to sign Ademola Lookman from RB Leipzig in a 15 million euros deal. That will be the deal because from the way it is, it's turning to an Italian man.
Yes, I think it's going to be a very good move for him also, because if you look at RP and Leipzig,
yes,
what they are doing, it's more like what Ajax they are doing. They develop players in that place. And if you know you want to have a future for yourself, you have to go to a place where you can be developed. One good thing about Arsenal is that also they know how to develop the young ones. They are very good when it comes to that. So I think it's a very good one. I wanted to ask you this question before. The Moses that is moving from Shooting Star to Up Kwara. We didn't see the amount, but in Europe we see 50 million pounds.
Yeah, of course, like we said, there's always in a kind of secrecy. Most of Nigerian, in fact, I was talking with Jide yesterday that how come most of Nigerian transfer is not always open? Why? Because majority of the administrator or whoever is running the affairs of the club doesn't want it open so that they can make a lot of money. If you put it in the transfer market, that's the system TMS that FIFA runs, they know it will be open. There's no way you can hide money. But this time, most time they hide it by actually saying, okay, this player cost $50,000 to Sweden. Maybe it's actually $100,000 for them to corner half of the money. That's just the style.
Okay, and if you don't look into that, we'll continue to lament and have the same problem we are having here. Because there's supposed to be transparency in whatever we do, especially in the game of football. Good one for Ademola and good one for Moses also. Good
one for Nigerians that are moving different clubs across Nigeria and also in Europe. That will be it on 360 Sport. Well, Olawale Peters has been here. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure being here, Adeni.
I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.